Yo, what's going on, guys? Wanted to do I'm a little tired, but I wanted to do a video on something that was on my mind last week. But I didn't do a video because I was in Alaska on a cruise. So that was pretty cool. I had it scheduled last year before I even started this trucking thing. And I told Schneider, I said, hey, I'm going on a cruise. I'm only going to be with him like four months. So I'm only going to be with you guys 4 months, but I'm taking the cruise. And they were cool about it. You know, when I signed up for them, they're like, no problem. We understand. You had it scheduled. You know, go do what you got to do. But, you know, I wanted to talk about something that hasn't been talked about a lot, or I hadn't seen much about it. And it was a concern for me when I first started. And it reminded me because I just went to Alaska and they're 4 hours behind where I'm at. So that's probably why I'm a little tired. I'll kind of tell you the whole story. But like I said, I wanted to talk to something. One thing I was worried about when I started was I heard about truckers don't get any sleep. You know, that might be one of the things. Oh, man, you're driving all the time. You don't get no sleep. And not only that, you know, you heard about your sleep patterns are weird. And it was a concern for me because I like my sleep, man. I used to like to get about 7 or 8 hours sleep. And I also didn't like, I like sleeping at night, you know, so you start hearing about, you know, oh, you'll have to drive at weird hours and all kinds of different stuff. So what I wanted to talk about, and this shift that I'm on, what I'm doing, it worried me, but I thought, I'll try it out, but I didn't think it would work. So like I said, usually I would go to bed at maybe 11 at night, and I get up about 6 in the morning. That's kind of how I liked my routine. And I did this trucking stuff. So I'm here to tell you guys that your body gets used to it, so you don't feel like crap. Because that's one thing I was worried about. I'm like, yo, if I don't get 7 hours and I like to sleep what I like, because I could even get 7 hours sleep before I started this. But if, like, say I fell asleep at 8 or 9 o'clock at night and I woke up at 4 in the morning, even though I got 7 hours, me waking up at 4 when I usually wake up at 6 would screw me up, and I wouldn't feel right all day. And that's what I thought was going to happen with this trucking. I was like, well, if I wake up at one time one day and another time another day, like, my body's going to feel like crap, and because I just don't feel right, and I don't like not feeling right. I like feeling like Jay, you know what I mean? And so I'm here to tell you guys that don't worry about that. Your body gets used to it. And now I feel good at 6 hours sleep. I get 6 hours sleep. I'm pretty good. Really at 5 hours, I might even be good. You can always take a nap, you know, especially in this trucking. If you're doing OTR or regional, you know, and you're feeling sleepy, there's usually time you can probably pull over and take a half hour, 45-minute nap. But like I said, you know, if you're thinking about this trucking too, and when you like to sleep and when you like to do all that stuff, you know, from what I understand, what I've seen, all right, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but reefer is when you could deliver pretty much at any time. You know, if you're a reefer driver, reefer is refrigeration. Your trailer is refrigerated. That's when you can deliver pretty much at any time. If you're dry box, dry van, usually you're delivering during the day. But that doesn't, like, I deliver during the day, but I start driving. Like this morning, I started driving at 3 a.m. Actually, I started at 3:30, but I woke up at 3. Now, before I did that, I'd be like, man, waking up at 3, I don't know if I can do that, man. I went to bed at 9. Well, I usually go to bed at 9, so I get 6 hours sleep. But before I heard, I'd be like, man, waking up at 3, man, that ain't gonna work for me. I'm gonna feel like crap. And I don't even know if I could go to sleep at 9. Like, that's kind of early, but now my body's used to it, and I actually love it. I like it. Because, like, it's like 7 in the morning now, and I got 4 hours of work done. So now I enjoy it. And my body's used to it. I'm out of whack right now because that Alaska trip screwed me up. So now I got used to being in Alaska time a little bit. And now I didn't sleep for almost 24 hours when I went to bed. I went to bed yesterday at like 8 o'clock at night. I'm like, all right. Because I stayed up on, like, we caught the red eye home. And I was like, all right, I'll stay up. And then at 8 o'clock at night, I'll go to sleep and I'll get back on schedule because I'll be so exhausted. I'll get back on schedule. But I went to bed at like 8 o'clock and I woke up at 11 at night. And I was thinking it was like close to 3 in the morning. I'm like, oh, it's got to be close to 3. I'm like up. I looked and it was like 11 o'clock. So I had like 4 hours left to sleep. I couldn't fall asleep. So I watched a show. And then I ended up falling asleep at maybe like 1:30, and then my alarm went off at 3 a.m. So I'm a little out of whack, but I know I'll get back on system. It sucks because these next couple days are going to be screwed because I'm going to feel like crap because I don't feel really that good right now. Like, I feel weird. You know what I mean? But like I said, I'm telling you guys, don't worry about, your body feeling like crap. It'll start to adjust to when you're working, where you're working, even if your delivery times are a little weird. If you end up, you might have to work at night. I know there's some, like, the Schneider has a Walmart dedicated. I know they do overnight driving. And, you might be like, yo, there's no way I can sleep during the day. Well, I can tell you, these trucks, man, it can get pitch black. You pull that curtain, it'll get pitch black. And you'll get used to it, man. So don't let the hours and the sleeping and all that deter you or scare you. Because you'll get used to it. Your body will get feeling good. And, you'll be able to adjust. Your body will adjust, and your mind will adjust. And it'll all be good, man. So I'm waiting for that to happen with me. Now I'm tired. They're gonna unload me. I might be able to go in the back and catch a nap, but I don't even know if I want to do that. See, I might go with the strategy, stay up, and I'll be exhausted tonight. And I'll be, but that didn't work last night. I don't know what the hell happened. Like, for the last, I haven't slept a lot, man. But Alaska was cool. I'll tell you that much. It wasn't as cool as I thought. I'll tell you that much, too. I'm, like, ready to see freaking bears and moose and eagles diving. I didn't see none of that. I saw a squirrel. Cool mountains, cool mountain range, but I've been out west. I'm more of a, we went on a cruise, and I'm more of a doer, man. I didn't want to look at the mountains. Like, I'd rather hike in the mountains and backpack through the mountains. That's just my style. But these cruises, I don't know if y'all ever been on one. Plenty of food, and the food's good. And I ate. I don't drink, but I mean, if you like to eat and drink, these cruises, that's what they're about. I really don't like doing either. I mean, I ate and ate and ate. I don't like eating more than my share. That's just like one of my things. Yeah, I'm a little weird. But I ate definitely more than my share, and so anyway. Now I'm starting to ramble, man, because I'm all tired and freaking out there, man. Anyway, stay safe. If you're new, don't worry about this sleeping thing. Your body will adjust, your mind adjusts. You feel like $100. I mean, $1,000,000. Anyway, I'll see you guys.